This is my winter fall makeup look. So I thought I would do something that was a little bit more appropriate for everyone who is in their winter climate. I know here we are in our summer, so I thought this look would be really nice for your Christmas parties. It's a little bit smoky and it's got that really nice cool smoky look to it with a bit of shimmer on there as well. Now the palette that I've used is the Master Mattes by Makeup by Mario. So this is their cool neutrals. So as you can see, I've delved into some of these shades. I've also used Laura Mercier's one of her eyewear sticks as well. And I used Victoria Beckham's Shimmer. This one is in Mink and I've placed it along the eyelid there just to give you a little bit of sparkle, especially coming into Christmas and all our Christmas parties. So haven't quite finished my hair, but I'm thinking I might just leave it like this. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let's get into the tutorial. Starting off with the Youngblood moisturizer. This is the Hydra-Luxe water cream. Now, in the more cooler climates, your skin does tend to get a little bit dry, so I would really suggest using a moisturizer and an eye cream that's really nice and hydrating for your skin. This is the Youngblood eye cream as well, so just massaging that in. Now, this is a Charlotte Tilbury dupe for the Flawless Filter. This is called Sparkling Rose. Now I just thought we really want a little bit of a luminosity to the skin. So I'm using this on the high points and really all over the face just to create that nice little bit of shine from within. I don't really like the applicator here, so I've had to reapply again, but I'm just making sure that I have got those high points and just really buffing it in with my foundation brush. And then I'm going to go in with a foundation. Now the one that I'm choosing is the L'Oreal. This is the True Match foundation. I like this because it's really blendable, it's really hydrating, and it is quite buildable as well. So I'm using the Tennille Jai foundation brush. This is perfect, it's a great brush. This is the cream buffer, and I'm just buffing it into the skin and really making sure we get some good coverage. I'm also doing my neck as well, what can be seen. Just bringing my jumper down a little bit there and running it over my ears. Now, I did wear a long sleeve top today because I want to show that this is a winter fall look and not something summer. So I have the aircon cranking right now. This is the Emco Beauty, the contour wand. I love this little product, it's so easy to use. And I'm just using this to shape my face, but also to warm it up a little bit and to create some nice shape and really carve out those cheekbones and just contour a little bit. I am using the same brush that I used for the foundation and just really pushing that in exactly where I placed it. And I contoured the nose a little bit too. Before I go on any further, I'm just going to comb through the brows and add some color. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics brow pencil. Now it is the Instant Lift. It's waterproof, which is really good. And I'm not sure, oh yeah, the color is taupe. So I have found my brows, I've got a little bit bushy towards the center there, so I do need to give them a little bit of a sculpt. So bear with me as I try and make them as similar as possible. They are a little bit out of shape right now, so let's just bear with me. So brushing it through and just adding pencil as we go. This is the Bloom blush, this is the Berry, and this is gorgeous. So I'm just thinking, because we're going for this cool look, or this more wintry look, I thought a nice pink flush of color would be great on the chips and the chips, on the lips and the cheeks. Sorry, I am confusing my words. This is the Maybelline, this is the City Bronzer, and I'm just going over where we bronzed before to really just set that as well. So I'm going to set the makeup now, the foundation, before I go in with the eyes, just so while I'm doing the eyes, I don't look too shiny. This is a translucent powder. This is one of the Youngblood ones. Now you can use another translucent as well. There's quite a few good ones out there. Now just trust the process. I'm really placing it on almost like baking, and then I'm just going to really use this big blending brush and just blend it out, and it really helps to soften the face and snatch in the face there. I didn't do under the eyes because we'll do that at the end. Now this is the Painterly primer. This is the Eye Prime by MAC, and I love this product. It's a great way to start your eye makeup, a great base. Now starting with one of the cool tones from the Makeup by Mario palette. It's a really nice cool brown shade, and I'm using this in the outer corner with a fluffy brush and just blending it up and out. I'm keeping it in the outer corner. This is what I'm using to create that shape in the eye and really help to sort of open up my eye and open up the eye socket as well, because my eyes are starting to sort of hood a little bit, so I'm sort of placing it on that brow bone and just above it to really create shape. I went back and forth a couple of times with this shade just to really make sure that I had that shape created before we go in with the darker shades. Slightly darker. Now this is a cute little tool that I found on, I'm pretty sure it was Temu, or you can find these on Amazon. And it's a great way to give you a little bit of guidance when you're placing a darker color, and it helps to do winged liner as well. But I'm just using it to keep this darker color on the eye or in the eye area. I'm going in with the little fluffy buffy brush at the end just to really blend out those edges so that they are quite soft. And then I'll take that away and just give them a little bit of a blend just to make sure it is nice and soft. So that's a darker shade, placing a little bit of that underneath the lash line as well. This is one of the Laura Mercier eyewear sticks. I love these. This is the Dark Cacao. So I'm placing it on the mobile lid, right on that outer corner and right up to the crease. And then I'm using a blending brush to blend it out. Now, when I place it on and blend it straight away. These eye sticks, they dry quite quickly. So you're best to really work that product in straight away. Don't let it set, unless of course that's exactly where you want it. So as you can see, I'm just working it in and then just blending it through with a brush, adding a little bit more here for a little bit more depth and blending that through. I love the color this has created. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take the darkest chocolate brown here and just really emphasize that outer corner just to make it that little bit more dramatic. This is going to be like a Christmas party look. So something that does have a little bit more of a smoky effect to it. Going back in with that fluffy brush just to soften off those edges. So just making sure it is really nice and soft on these edges and buffing it in. Now this is the Charlotte Tilbury, this is the eyeliner. There's two shades in this eyeliner and I'm using the dark green, foresty green shade right up into the tight line and into the inner corner just to really add some weight. And then I've turned the eyeliner around and it's more of a metallic golden color in the waterline. Sweeping the lashes with mascara. Now I've totally jumped the gun. I've gone in with the mascara and I haven't actually quite finished the eyes. So trust the process. I'm going to commit and I'm going to give my lashes a little bit of a curl first while that mascara is still nice and wet, and really give them a curl. And then I'm going to go back to what I was planning to do pre-mascara. So I have jumped the gun. This is the Victoria Beckham. This is a beautiful shimmer in mink. And I'm using a flat brush and placing it on the outer corner of that mobile lid. Isn't it stunning? Really gorgeous. Then I'm going to go in with this Fernando Hervas. This is a sort of champagne gold in the inner corner. So this is really just going to brighten up this look. Cleaning underneath the eyes using a little bit of eye cream and a cotton tip. This is one of my tricks. I love this tip because you get to keep the eyes nice and hydrated and prepped instead of like wiping everything off. So this helps to sort of really clean up underneath. I'm using the MCO Beauty Highlighter wand. This is the pen, and I'm just placing it where I want to really lighten up underneath the eyes and also under the brows there. I did put a little bit more there just for a bit of highlight, just around the nose, any redness. Just placing it up under the brows, this really creates that highlight and makes them sort of stand out a little bit more and makes it the eye makeup a bit more prominent and dramatic. Same underneath the eyes, this really helps to carve out the eye makeup and clean it up a little bit. I'm using quite a detailed brush for this, and then I'm going in with the foundation brush and just buffing off those edges and making sure that it is really nice and neat and soft. So same again on this side, buffing it off with the big foundation brush and making sure that there's no harsh edges. Using my fingers there to just make sure there's no edges there. Again, we're going in with this blending brush, and I know I go in a lot, but I like to soften off those edges so it really looks seamless and quite cohesive. Now for the blush, I'm using the Candy Blush by Pony Cosmetics and the more sort of pinky tone. This is so pretty, placing it also up onto that brow bone just to really make sure the eyes and the cheeks are all very consistent. Another swipe of mascara to really make these eyes pop. This is what I was supposed to wait till now, but this is great because it's allowed that coat to nice dry, and now we go in with another coat. I prefer to do 2 coats rather than lashes. I find lashes do tend to irritate me a little bit, so I prefer a double coat of mascara. Really setting underneath the eyes with the powder, same as what I did before. I'm going to line the lips. Now this is one of the MAC liners, and it's like more of a sort of brownish color. I'm using this more like a contour for the lips. So I have lined the lips. I'm filling the center in and the bottom center in a little bit to make them look slightly bigger. And I'm just buffing it in with a brush and then going back in with that nice blush shade that I used before. This is the final look. I'm just going to take my hair out. Not sure if it'll stay like this, but this will just give you an idea of what it looks like.